eternal life. Eternal life. I wanna live eternal life. God save my soul. Me wanna live eternal life. God save my soul. Oh, my Savior, when you come to collect your people, remember me, O Lord. Remember me, O Lord, when you come to collect your people. Remember me, O Lord, my God. Man, I remember back in the days when we sang Sylvester Obianke, good morning to you. When we sang this song as little children back then, eternal life, eternal life. Me wanna live eternal life, God save my soul. I wanna live eternal life, God save my soul. Oh, my Savior, when you come to collect your people, remember me, oh Lord. Remember me, oh Lord, when you come to collect your people. Remember me, oh Lord, my God. Hi guys, you're welcome to my breakfast show. Yes, you're welcome to my breakfast show, guys. It has been quite some time I have not gone live to tell you guys what's up. So I want to see a lot. Adeyemi, good morning to you. How are you doing? I've already greeted Sylvester Obianke. Hope I got the pronunciation right. My brother, Sylvester Obianke. Guys, as you join me, like and share, I'm about to hit the road. As you join me, you like and share. Kate McGaway. Kate McGaway. Like and share this broadcast. I'm about to tell you real life stories. Cindy Slay, I see you. Majestic, this is my sister. Good morning to you. Majestically Mane. That's a sister. These are the owners of the page. Majestically Mane. Fans that has always been there for me in good times and in bad times. I appreciate you, Majestically Mane. I don't need to tell them to like and share. They just do it automatically. A lot of my new followers don't know that we began this page. Since this I see you, we began this page by telling stories, true life stories. Niroy, yes, so this is a fine mood. This morning I'm going to tell you true life story that you are going to learn from. You know how we do it. You know, I want to see more people join us before I hit the road, before I get the party started. You got the gist now. So share and like, bring more people. Let me tell you true life stories. You know how we do it here. Okay, Shuku Williams, I see you. Okechukwu Williams. Man, I get the kind of fans I have. I don't know. I have so much. I mean, the love my fans have got for me. This life, I don't, man, let me just be real. I do not know that social media is this powerful. That connection, that contact, you have people from far and wide see you on social media and they show you immense love, massive love. Man, if you do not have social media platform, I recommend or I suggest you go get yourself a social media platform. I mean, open one and gather followers. You know, I like saying it. I like saying things the way they are. The thing use. It is very, very important and useful. Samuel Shegun, I need to pronounce that. Adeboye. Samuel Shegun Adeboye. Thank you for liking my videos. I get a lot of fans from every part of the world, from all parts of the world, from every tribe. That is to tell you we are one people. I'm not a tribalistic man. I don't do tribe, I don't do race, I don't do religion. I'm just me. Anybody can show you love. So guys, welcome. Man, if I'm getting massive love from my TikTok fans, from my Facebook fans, from my YouTube fans. Massive love. Some people are saying I'm broke. How do somebody that has such fans cannot be a broke man? I have people. If you say I'm broke, see my crowd now. See the number of people. I'm not the fans I have. I'm proud of myself. Onyekashi Moses, I see you big time. Okorie Chidebere Sunday is in the building. I see you big time. These are people that are good fans of mine. Okorie Chidebere Sunday. Onyekashi Moses. And a whole lot of other people. Now let's go. How many are we on TikTok before I hit the road? How many are we on TikTok? Let me see if I start my story. I'm not seeing very well. If we are not many, I'm not going to start the story until we are many. J Blaze, I see you. J Blaze is serious, liking my videos. I appreciate you on TikTok. J Blaze, I see you. Back in the days, we used to wear, I don't need to, I think Johnny Blaze, that's the name of that designer. Is it Johnny Blaze? When we spent money. Mohammed, Bangura, I see you. So, Trump, yes, the TikTok is back, big time. TikTok is not going anywhere. Okoro Shidebere Sunday, TikTok is not going anywhere. So now, a lot of people are watching on Facebook. Let's go. Man, before I start this broadcast, let me tell you what happened this morning. Man, yesterday I did not eat because I was highly depressed. I did not eat. So this morning, I now told my wife to prepare fufu for me. I now told my wife to prepare fufu for me, which she did. NZK, I see you. Good morning to you. So my wife prepared fufu for me. I ate ogbono soup, man, with fish. After eating this ogbono soup, under 30 minutes, I began to purge. If you see the speed, I rushed to the toilet. And you know that kind of shit, watery one. Man, I said, what? Already I programmed to come live. If you see the thing I dropped there was not a small business. Well, guys, you're welcome. Jamsi from South Africa, I see you. Now let's go. Our number is growing. Guys, are you ready? Let's go. Many years ago, let me start from the beginning. Dennis Mwanza, Kenya represented. Okay, Kenya Mwanza. Mwanza is a small bird though in my language. Mwanza. Mwanza is a small bird. Those small Taiwo Olowe. I love that name. Taiwo Olowe. Mwanza is all those, what's it called? Nightingale. That small bird. Mwanza. So let me tell you guys. True life story. Kenya is DJ. I see you big time. It's like Kenya has reggae men demo. But I was thinking Kenya don't have actually. I know a lot of Kenyan ladies. They love Nigerian men. Kenyan ladies love Nigerian more than Musungu. Obano Charles, I see you. Hope Osaratin, I see you big time. My Kenyan sisters, they love Nigerian men. I do not know why. I thought Kenyan men are not rages, but now I'm beginning to know. I've encountered some Kenyan rages. It's like I did not go to school though. Obano Charles, I see you big time. Miss Jenna Lane, beautiful name. So let's go. We have crowd now on TikTok. We have people now on YouTube. Let's go. Maziking, you say you cannot compare Kenyan men. No, they are not many, but Nigerian men are regies. Now you suppose no. But Kenyan girls, Kenyan ladies are tripping for Nigerian men, big time. Any day, anytime. South African ladies too. In fact, Nigerian men are the real deal. And I'm not going to lie you. Kenyan babes, they don't joke with. In fact, if you are a Nigerian, head down to Kenya now. If you go there, they will grab you at the airport. As a Nigerian man at the airport, Kenyan babes go hustle you. Now me they tell you. Even money bag, Nigeria, because of our size now, and they come. Guys, give me 1 minute. So I'm back. Because of our size. Yes, so Nigerian men are the real deal. if you a typical West African man, where did transatlantic slavery take place? West Africa. Did you know why? Because we are full of vigor, and our size cannot be seen anywhere in the world. We are massive in size. XS, we are 6x large. Man, if I remove my pull, I don't go to gym, I don't work out. But if I pull out, anywhere I go, when I newly came to this country, if I enter the subway, the train, nah, man, see, see size, not chest, you know? You know, saying, not chest be man. A man without chest is a nobody. A man with, save us, a man without chest. To be as a man, you need to develop your chest. You need to develop. So guys, well, it seems you guys are not enjoying this program. Let me go straight to our business now. So, Anton, unschlagbar. You know what is unschlagbar? Unschlagbar, unbeatable. So guys, seeing this live, see you big time. You are doing good. So many years ago, well, before I go further, West African men are the real deal. Wherever we go, we attract attention. Wherever we go, we attract attention, and we are domineering. Let it not seem as if I'm blowing our own trumpets, but there are good people everywhere. Make you no come fight me. There are good people everywhere. There are, in every race, there are good people. There are handsome men. There are massive men too. So guys, you're welcome to my breakfast show. Many years ago, early 90s, when I newly came to this country, then, you know, I had no documents. I survived by cutting hairs. Do you understand me now? I survived by cutting hairs. I was a barber. Then I had no shop. I just carried clipper wherever they call me. Hello, I see you. In a Timmy, I see you. Big time. So let me continue with my story. Some people, you know, I like saying what I did in the past. I was a barber then. I was young, I was in my 20s. I came here, I had no working permit or work permit. So I survived by cutting hairs first time. I did not learn cutting hairs in Africa, but because I am creative. How I began cutting hair was where I lived. There were some Africans living with me. So they had bushy hairs then. Their hairs were bushy, you know, overgrown. No barber then in where we live, in the city we are living, no barber. So I told one guy to sit down, and the guy sat down. I said I was going to cut his hair. I cut his hair. People began to scream. They said, man, so you can cut. I never, because I did that haircut as fun in Africa. I cut my friend hair, you know. I didn't learn it anywhere, but if I look at your hair, I give you a sharp cut. So when I came here, somebody, there wasn't, we just arrived, new guys. Black people haven't actually established themselves in this city then. So I cut one man's hair, the guy we were living with. The guy went outside. People were asking him, boy, where did you cut your hair? They said, go to me. The guy referred people, say, I was the person that gave him the haircut. People began to call my telephone. That was how I began to cut hair. Man, weekends like this, there are weekends I made during weekends 4,000 shillings then. Then each haircut, I charged 100 shilling. But because most of the guys ran the streets then, some gave me like 500 shillings, some gave me 200 shillings, some 300 people. Guys, then there was love among us. So weekends, like especially Friday, Saturday, that people usually go to club. You see, where I stayed then, come see crowd. Somebody will order a crate of beer, wine. People will be drinking, and then we'll be gisting, and I will be cutting hair. Then you see me start cutting hair from morning till evening. Everybody knows me. That was how I became popular as an old school. Everybody knows me as a barber then because there was no barber's shop. I later opened the shop. Now listen, then I was doing it privately. When my customers grew, the number of my customers, when I became so popular, I was the first person that started cutting hair. When my customers grew, I went to school. A lot of you don't know that to open barber's shop here, you need to go to school. I went to school for 1 year to go learn how to cut hair. You can't just open a barber's shop. It's not, you go to school here. Do you understand me? That is, I went to, what's it called? I did Lehrerabschlussprüfung. Lehrerabschlussprüfung for Friseur and Perückenmaker. After I go do masters, after I went to do masters, you don't know what you're talking. After 3 years, I went to do masters. As you think you don't know what you're talking. This is not where you just wake up one morning and open anything. I went to do masters. I was cutting white people's hairs, women, men, everywhere. That's what I learned my friseur, my hairdressing here. So when I opened my barber shop, white people, black people were coming. But what gave me money then was Rastatov. You know, Rastatov, that is breading. I wasn't the person that had workers. But this is not the gist. Let me tell you. There was one particular guy that was my customer back then. And this is why I came out to tell this story. When we tell true life stories, we don't call names, okay? That's how I don't go online to call people's names. So back then in the 90s, there was one particular guy who was a customer of mine. The guy always come to cut hair by me. He come to cut hair from me. Cindy Slay, I see you. Listen, most of the guys then, many of the guys then ran the streets. Many of the guys then ran the streets. There was this particular guy, the guy was brutal and hustling, okay? This guy hustled after some time, the guy, Bosco, I see you big time. Bosco, I see you. Bosco, man, guys, Bosco is one of my biggest fan. He's always here to support me. He has been here from the beginning and he is still here. True friends never change. True friends remain the same. They don't betray. Now, there was one part. This is a true life story. It's not a made up. You will learn a lot from this. Pay attention. Listen from beginning to end. So many things to learn on this program. Well, now, among my guys then, among my customers, there was one particular guy. I don't need to call the tribe, okay? This guy ran the streets. At a time, the guy had no documents, you know. At a time, the guy decided to return to Africa to go marry wife. Listen attentively, 1 second. Can you know where I'm going from? So at a time, the guy decided to return back to Africa and marry a wife. Miss Fola Shade is in the building. Beautiful woman. Miss Fola Shade. Beautiful name. I see you. This is a true life story. You will learn from this. Especially women. Women, listen attentively. This program is for you guys. For you ladies. This guy was running the streets. At a time, he borrowed the document from somebody to travel to Africa, to travel to Nigeria. When the guy got to Nigeria, he married a wife. He married a very beautiful wife from his own tribe, a very beautiful wife. He returned back here with the documents he borrowed. After he went to prison, I was cutting his hair. I was his barber. He comes to me to have a haircut in the 90s. After he went to prison, police caught him and he went to prison. When he came out, he was tired because if you go to prison, let's say if you spend 6 months in prison, if you come out and continue with your dealings, if they catch you again, you will spend double of that time in prison. So he went to Africa, spent time with his wife. Together they got 2 children, 2 boys. Together they got 2 boys. Now, after spending some years in Africa, this guy now decided to come back to Europe again and hustle because, you know, at a time he ran short of money. He decided to come back to Europe and run the streets once more. Listen. When he came back, he was brutal, running the streets. He hustled bad. And he was making money. So he shipped cars to Africa. He shipped cars to Africa. Now, because he has married a woman and he got 2 children, he sent his wife all the money he made. He sent cars. He opened a supermarket for the wife, a very big supermarket. Listen, and so somebody said if I don't have a story to tell, I should go offline. I do not know who this person is, but let me tell you, I don't need you to watch me. I don't know who you are. You said if I don't have a story to tell, I should go offline. Who are you to tell me what to do on my page? I don't need you here. I don't beg people to listen to me. You get it? If you are not okay with my stories, you get out. You F out. I don't need you here. Do you think I beg people to watch me? Get away from here. So now, you come and see you. Now, this guy, all the money he made, he sent to his wife in Africa. All the money he made, he sent to his wife. Now, the wife was living in an estate, I don't need to mention the name of the estate, in Lagos. And another friend, another person who lives also in Vienna, lived in the same building. This guy's wife was living a floor higher than another. Two guys from Vienna are living in the same building. And there are two wives. There are two guys from Vienna. There are two women are living in the same building. Let me put it this way. Not the same estate, the same building, but different floors. So, when you marry a wife in Africa, you conduct the traditional marriage, you pay the dowry, the woman becomes yours. So you trust this woman, you send all what you make, all what you are making, you send to the woman, because this is your wife, you married legally and traditionally, This guy was sending money. He sent money to the woman. He shipped cars. He sent everything to he hustled brutally. Who is this person? Don't call my dissing. Please, if I'm telling stories, don't call my. So as the guy was Cindy Love, I appreciate you. Listen, women, this program is for women. I'm just getting started. The guy sent money to the woman, because a woman that gave him 2 boys. Very beautiful woman. If you see the woman, beautiful. One day, the police caught the guy. Don't forget, he was running the streets. The police caught the guy. The guy used lawyer to try to get himself free, but it did not work for him. At the end, the guy had to serve, I think it was a year. He served a year. They gave him 1 year jail term, 1 year prison term they gave the guy. Don't forget, his wife was living in Lagos with his 2 boys. And another guy living in Vienna here. His wife, another guy altogether, his wife was living in the same building with this guy that went to prison. Are you getting the gist? Now, when this guy got problem, this guy that ran the street got problem and was put in prison, the other guy that was living in Vienna sent message home to the wife and said the guy was given, he was not there, he said the guy was given 10 years imprisonment. They told the wife, that is, the wife of the guy in prison, they now told, the wife did not know. So they told the wife the guy went to 10 years in prison. Okay? He got 10 years prison term. This is how people are. The person that gave out the information was not there. He knew actually that the guy was given 1 year prison term. But he sent message when he traveled to Africa. He told the wife of the guy in prison that they gave the husband 10 years. Cindy, I appreciate you. Before this time, the woman of the husband in prison, she had already started dating men. She began to make boyfriends. Now listen, this is one problem with a lot of women don't know. See, listen to this. This guy opened a powerful supermarket for the woman. Shipped cars. The woman was driving car. Beautiful woman. She owned a supermarket, car, and was living well. The husband was giving her money. See, men did not allow this woman to rest. Men, I have observed this. You as a woman, immediately, there are men, their job is to scout, to look for women that are doing well in life. Listen. In Africa, in Europe too, but in Africa mainly, there are men, their job is to, see, it does not matter your age. Today's men are ready to date an 80 years old woman that is doing well. There are men now, their job is, they are called gigolos, playboys. They go to gym, work out, and they use organic cream. Men that are rubbing organic cream to look fresh. These are not men. Their job is to look for women, that is, women with money. That they want to look attractive so as to get you. Men that use... You never see anything. So, men, so, have you not seen men that are using organic cream? You don't know, you don't know. Yes, the only thing you see them, they dress well, go to gym and rub cream, they apply perfume so that you find them attractive. You don't know that these men are on business. Let me tell you, you don't know that these men are on business. That is why some of them, they call them sugar boy. Sugar boy, even 50 years old men, 30 years, they call them sugar boy. Their job is to look for women, to date, women with money. No matter your business, they come for you. Some of them are hungry, they want you. So there are some men, they just want women to be sleeping with, and the woman will be feeding them. You clothe them. Their own is just dress well. You'll be proud your boyfriend is well dressed. He's using organic cream. That's his own. Just be feeding him. Hungry men, but these are gigolos. Now, it was such men that chased this woman, that began to befriend this woman whose husband went to prison. Such men. Do you understand me? Men that, I would still go into it. I would still tell you guys about this man. Don't go away. A lot of women are being blackmailed today because skin glowing over now. Some men, you don't see all what they do is to dress and they showcase themselves on social media. You would think that is why, see, all that glitters is not gold. You see some men, they dress very well, showcase themselves. Don't believe what you see on social media. Many things you see on social media are fake. Fake, fake, fake. If you follow it, you will get injury. If you follow the things you see on social media, you go wound. More timer, Macintosh, I see you big time. I'm telling you true life story. Now, the only thing I will not mention is the names, are the names of the people involved. I'm not going to mention the tribe, I'm not going to mention the village, but you are going to learn things, a lot of things here now. So, another guy living here sent a message to the wife, telling the wife, gave the wife false information. The husband was given 1 year jail term. The guy said the husband was given 10 years. The woman felt she couldn't wait for the man. She began, already before, as the guy was outside hustling, the woman had already started dating men. Because, see, a young, beautiful woman using car, had a big shop, doing well. Men will not leave you. I discovered one thing. See, Most women that are doing well in life, whether you are married or unmarried, you have a business, you have a shop, most men will not leave you alone. You know, this is why you see tragedy occur in some marriages in abroad. Man, where do I start, Seth? Sugarcoat, I see you big time. Let me tell you, as a woman, I don't want to scream. As a woman, if you have a good job, you have a business, whether you are married or unmarried, men will not allow you. Man, I'm not telling you lie, you. I tell you the way it is. Well, this is where you as a woman, you need to be very careful. Even crayfish sellers, what's it called? Petty business owners in Africa, men chase them. Immediately they see you as somebody that is earning money in any way, they come after you. LHS, I see you big time. This is why there are some women you don't empower financially. There are some women you don't empower financially. If you empower them financially, they misbehave. I didn't say all women, no, but there are some women, if you empower them financially, men, they go astray. Don't get me wrong. I did not say all, but you are going to learn something from this video. They now told the wife of the guy in prison, the husband was sent to 10 years imprisonment. The woman began to date other men. Look at what the woman did. Look at what the woman did. The money the husband sent to her, then Nigerian currency then had value. The woman used the money to go to Ikeja area of Lagos State to go buy a plot of land with boys' quarter, that is boys' quarter, duplex boys' quarter. The money the husband sent to her to keep, the woman used the money to go buy a plot of land in Ikeja area of Lagos. And then that land had, let me call it, boys' quarter at the back. Okay. After a year of spending time in prison, the man was released. After a year of spending time in prison, the man was released. When the guy was released, the guy came to my, then I was already cutting hair in my shop. The guy was released from prison. So, the wife thought the husband was going to spend 10 years in prison. But after a year, the man was released. When the guy was released, the guy then traveled back to Africa. Listen. When the guy traveled back to Africa, he saw that the wife was dating other men. The wife did not stop dating the boyfriend. Listen, the woman did not stop. Even when the husband arrived, the woman did not stop dating her boyfriend. They have gone so deep. Now listen to this. Somebody said, Oga, talk sharp, sharp. If you don't want to listen, you move. This, I don't talk sharp, sharp. You can rewatch. Don't force me to talk. This is how I've been doing my program. Don't force me to. This is me. Now, the woman bought the plot of land with boys' quarter. She bought it in her name, in her own name, not in the name of the husband. The money the husband sent to her, she used it to buy a plot of land with boys' quarter in her own name, not in the name of the husband, because she had the husband was sent to 10 years in jail. Maybe she thought the husband was going to die there. What is the name? Kawan, if you make any more useless comments now, I block you here. If you don't want to listen to my program, you move. Don't come here and mess yourself up. You have no profile picture. But if you make any negative comments here now, I block you from listening to me. Did you hear me? I'm not forcing you to watch me. Nobody pointed gun at you to be watching me. If you don't want to listen, you move yourself away from here. Did you hear me now? Now, the woman bought that plot of land with boys' quarter in it. She bought it with the money the husband sent to her. When the man came out of prison, the man returned back home. But then because the woman and the boyfriend, they have gone deep, the woman was unable. Let me block this guy now. It's like this guy is drunk. Let me block the guy. The guy seems to be blocked, is blocked. He shouldn't come here again. So, I don't need such people here. So now, when the man returned back after serving 1 year jail term, the woman continued her adventure, her relationship with the boyfriend. The man knew. The man called her. Man, I'm talking to somebody who spoke to me. You know, the man used after. So, listen. The man called the wife and warned her to stop dating the boyfriend. You know, the woman did not heed the man's instruction. She did not heed to the man's instruction. The thing is, the boyfriend now began to drag the woman and the properties with the husband. The boyfriend, because the boyfriend was behind, he knew when the woman bought the property. Because of the property, the cars, and the supermarket, the boyfriend did not want to leave another man's life, another man's wife alone. Do you understand what I'm saying now? The boyfriend now, because of the property, that land and house in Ikeja area of Lagos, the boyfriend did not want to leave another person's wife. He began to drag the wife with the man. Because he knew the wife bought the property in her own name, not in the name of the husband or in the name of both of them. That is to tell you that most of the men are gold diggers. Listen to this story. You will see how it's ended. So, the boyfriend continued to come in the man's house. The boyfriend continued to come in the man's house because he believed the wife owns the building. So look at what the guy did. You know Africa. Because before the husband arrived home, when the husband was in jail, this guy was still coming to the woman's house, where the house the woman bought with the husband's money. So the neighbors thought he was the woman's husband, not knowing that the guy was the girlfriend, was the boyfriend. So when the guy came, the neighbors now knew the real husband to this woman. So now the guy planned with some homies there, some guys living there. Because the guy, each time the man goes out, each time the man went outside, that boyfriend will come home to another man's house. Some people have heart too. Some people have heart. Each time the man went outside, if the man go outside, the boyfriend will come and look for another man's house, another man's wife in his house. You see, I don't encourage violence, but some men at times cross boundaries. They cross boundaries because some people, even if they are not strong, they can. You may be shot. You may get shot. Some people cannot tolerate that bullshit. That is neglect now. That is disrespect. You come to my own territory. You did not even respect me as a man. Anywhere you, even if I don't have power, I will go borrow power. If I don't have power, I will go borrow. Even if you are the president's son, now you look for trouble. To be honest, you will not go scot-free. Okay, some people may not fight you physically, but they will fight you spiritually. So what this guy did, the guy called some homies living around there. Said, listen, each time he told the guys, people knew what was going on. Said, listen, this woman, the wife, always welcomes the boyfriend whenever the man went outside. He said, listen, please, he told the guy, said, listen, he was going to tell the wife he would travel to the village. He was going to the village. So he would travel to the village for like weekend and would be back after 3 days. Now this guy went and lodged somewhere. He went and lodged somewhere. And there were people watching the environment to drop information for him, to tell him what if the man shows up. A day after, the boyfriend came to look for the wife, for the woman, and that guy came to the house. This, my friend, was called on telephone. The guy rushed. By the time the guy got home, nobody knew how the man escaped. If the man jumped fence, nobody knew how the guy escaped from that building. Whether he jumped the fence or he left before the guy arrived, nobody knew how the guy escaped. But this my guy living in Vienna now already knew that the guy came. Everybody knew that the guy came. He began to question the wife. He said, why did you bring your boyfriend in my home? The woman began to open eye. He said, I warned you not to bring your... some women, they are taking laws into their hand. Say, why did you bring your boyfriend in my home? Arguments ensued. Fight broke out. They began to fight. As they were fighting, the guy carried something, knife, and stabbed the woman in the eye. One of the eye began to bleed that night. The woman began to bleed. It was not a small thing. The whole sitting room was blood everywhere. Police got involved. They carried the woman to hospital. It was the guy that told me this, not from another person, that told me this one now. He was arrested. Guess what? The boyfriend, his eyes was on the property because he knew the woman bought the property in her own name. Somebody said, prettiest said there is no justification for that violence. Listen, for a man to look to disrespect a man, another man disrespects another man's home. Come to sleep with another man's wife in his home, not even in a hotel. Anything where you see, you take. In this case, story plenty. In this case, you looked for trouble and you will get it. If you go to another man's house to chase the wife, man, you looked for trouble. If it is outside, okay, it is understandable. But in another man's house, you get liver, you get that heart. If you survive it, count yourself lucky. Even if any man will not get power, any man that has no power should go and borrow power. If you can be a battalion, I will fight everybody. If I feel that you can overpower me, there are different arts of warfare. There are different types of war. I told you. War get many kinds. Not only one road leads to, there are many roads to a destination. As they fought, the guy used knife to blind the woman's eye. One of the eye bled, and the police got involved. Guess what? Now, they began to contest ownership of that building. Did you hear me? They began to contest ownership of that land the woman bought. Don't forget, the woman bought that plot of land with boys' quarter. The money she used to purchase that land and that building was the husband's money. Do you understand me? But she bought it in her name. So now, as problem arose, the woman began to claim that she owned the building. Okay, Shao. People, people gave her wrong advice that she should claim that building. After all, it was bought in her name. Did you get it? So when police arrested this guy, the guy just came back from Europe. He still had money with him. The DPO, the head of police department there, now arrested him. When he tendered he wrote his own statement. This was what the guy told me. The guy cooled down to tell the police, the police chief there. He told the police chief the truth. He now told the police or DP or whatever they call it. He told the police chief that he was a drug dealer. He ran the streets. I listen. He said, he ran the streets. And the money, all the cars, the businesses, he opened for the woman. And the money that the woman used in purchasing that building, he sent it to the woman. Eunice, I see you. Eunice Samuel, I see you. He said he sent the woman. Don't forget, the woman was claiming that the building belonged to her. Guys, this puzzle, this puzzle again, I don't understand. The woman wanted to claim the building because it was bought in her name. Now police. The police, they can walk. If they want to walk, they can actually walk. Now, the policeman asked the lady, How did she get the money to buy such expensive property? She could not, explain how she got money to buy such a, what was she working? Where did she work? Where did she get money to buy such expensive property? The cars, the businesses, and the building. She couldn't explain it to them. They said they now warned the woman and said, please, give the man. After much pressure, the woman admitted it was the husband's money she used to purchase that property. Listen attentively. Already the woman had lost one eye. She lost one eye, one eye. When she admitted, after admitting that it was the husband's money she used in buying that property, they now asked the husband to take control of his property. But the guy used money to settle the case. He spent money to end the case, now. He used money to end the case because he explained to, even the case was against the woman because how could you be bringing men, your boyfriend, to your husband's home, even in the presence of your husband? Do you understand me? The case would be against you. Anybody that hears about the case would be against you. It's not done. So now, the guy was asked to take over his property. Because of fear and everything, the guy had to rent the property out for 2 years. He rented the property out for 2 years. Listen, and ended, he divorced. He took custody of his children. Now he took his children from the woman. Let me tell you, women, this is why I said you all should listen to this gist. As the guy took all his properties away from the woman, listen. As the guy took his properties away from the woman already lost an eye. She stopped shining. She was shining with the husband's wealth. And that was what attracted the men. That was what attracted all the men. So the man took his cars, took everything, took possession of his property, left the woman. Iron Man, I see you. After a while, the guy, I don't need to tell you what, there are some things I don't say in this video now. The guy now took his children to somewhere, a relative, looked for a way to come back to abroad because already he has rented his property for 2 years. So when he came, I heard it. We were here and we heard what happened back then in Africa. When he came back, he came to my shop then. That was 2002, 2003. He came to my shop. That was when he told me all these things. Now listen. So every time he came to hustle once again and go back, because already the marriage has ended. He has dismissed the wife and taken care of he gave his children to somebody, a family member. He sold some of the things, came back here to come hustle again. Now listen. By that time, I was having a shop at Asabak Strasse. But let me charge my handy. Then I was selling clothes, boutique, at Asabakstrasse, 90th Street. You know, every now and then, the guy usually come to my shop to to spend time. He will come and be gisting me, you know. He was a homeboy. I know the guy since 90s. So as at 2003, every week he will come to my shop like 3 times to gist with me, to spend time. One day, as he was in my shop, his telephone rang. Listen attentively. As he was in my shop, his telephone rang. He picked the telephone. As he picked the telephone, he was arguing with a woman on the telephone. At a time, the woman began to cry on the telephone. The woman began to cry on the telephone. After the conversation, he dropped the telephone. That was when he began to tell me who called. Are you listening to me? This is first-hand information. The guy said, did I know who called him? I said, no. He said it was the wife, that wife, the ex-wife, calling, crying, begging. Now he narrated to me what happened. I felt sorry for that woman because she was misled by men and friends. I felt sorry for the woman because she was misled. She had no experience. Shasa Ajaro, I see you. Are you listening to me? So I said, man, you are here alone and you are not with your children in Africa. You don't know what your children might be going through. And this woman, listen to this story. After the conversation, you know, I was in my shop. We were having the conversation, and in between, you see customers come in and interrupt our conversation. Another day, about 2 weeks after, the guy came to my shop. His telephone rang again. He began to talk to somebody online. After the conversation, I had somebody cry on telephone. It was a woman. He now told me again. That was the woman. She went to the village, got his telephone number. She calls every day. She calls every now, crying and begging that she made a mistake. She was misled. Listen. So after the guy finished his conversation with the other person on telephone, he told me, he said it was the ex-woman. I heard the woman's cry on telephone. And now, see, this is why it is important you follow intelligent people. I now advised this guy, listen. I said, boy, listen. You are living here without a woman, without your children, number one. Number two, you have no documents. You are hiding from the police, and you are not getting younger. You are getting older. You are not getting younger. And you are not with your wife. You are not with your children. You are supposed to be raising your boys, your children, not a stranger. And if the police catch you now, and you are still running the streets at this age, if the police catch you now, you go inside. So the guy told me what he was actually waiting was for the person he rented his building, his house, his property to pack out. That immediately the person packs out, he will return back to Africa. I said, please do. And you've got to take your wife back, take the woman back. The woman is calling you, crying on telephone. She has not seen her children and a lot. So the best you can do now is to make up with your woman. Go reconcile with your woman, if possible. The woman, she has seen nobody accepted, nobody wants to marry her again. Now listen, according to the story, what the guy told me, the family of the woman went to this my friend's family. The family of the woman that was blinded went to this guy's family, said they will not agree, that the guy has disabled their daughter, and no other man is gonna marry her. That the man, they were begging the guy should come and take his woman, his wife. Who is, I've told this person don't call me now, I'm not ready. Don't call me now. Now, the family began to go to the family of the husband to plead that he should take his wife back. After all, he was the person that made him blind. The guy told me these things. Well, I never saw the woman. I've not met the woman. But the way the woman cried on telephone, spoke to the husband on telephone, I advised the guy. I said, please return home. First of all, you've gone to prison many times here. You have no documents. You are hiding from the police. This person, if you call my number again, I will block you. Don't call this in again. I did not ask people to call. Now, I advised the guy. I felt sorry for the woman. I felt sorry. I felt she was misled. We have all made mistakes in the past, one way or the other. We all deserve a second chance. I'm not telling you that it is right for a woman to go to another man. But you see, why I'm saying this is because whenever people see you shining as a woman, whenever people see you shining, maybe you are running a business, you are doing fine, you are driving a car, you have a good job, men will come after you. Men will come after you. No, even if you are ugly, men will come. What they are coming after is not your beauty or anything. They are coming after your money, your job. That's what they are coming after. Now, let me go further. After the guy took all his properties from his ex-wife, the man disappeared. The man disappeared. Okay, as the guy abandoned the woman, as the guy rejected the woman, why didn't the woman remarry? The woman did not remarry. Where are the men that were chasing her up and down? They all disappeared. Women, listen. There are some men that may come to you and their intent is to destroy your marriage. If your husband sends you away, they will not marry you. Unless some may like to marry you if they see that there is money coming your way. If they know that you are rich, some will even fight over to carry you. But then they did not come to you because of who you are. They came to you because of the kind of job, the money that you've got. Now, because the woman was stripped of all what she used to have, the cars, the businesses, the posh, because Ikeja is posh area of Lagos State. The man disappeared into thin air. The man disappeared. For that 2 years or 3 years, nobody, the woman was looking for the husband and the children, begging. The man disappeared. Isn't it enough for you to learn from? Now let me go further. So one day the guy came to my shop. The guy said, boy, did you say I should go back to Africa? I said, go back to Africa. Go to your wife. Take your wife. I said, if I were you, I would take your wife back. He said, really? I said, take your wife back. One day the guy said he has gone to the embassy to get TC, traveling allowance, to go meet the woman. He had told the woman he was coming back. I said, boy, that's the right thing to do. Since you have no means of bringing the woman and your children here, go unite your family. Already you have a house that is worth money in a nice area, and you have some cash. Go take your woman back. He said, no, nobody has told him something like that. I said, go back and take care of your woman. She has learned her lessons. I do not think any other man would come to deceive that woman anymore. She has learned. If that woman, if she fall into the trap of other men, that means that woman will never get heard. She's destined for destruction. If that woman, after what she went through, how men came, and after the husband took her back, and she go another, see, once beaten, twice shy. If that woman should allow men to deceive her again, so one day the guy came. The guy came to my shop. He called me. He said, boy, he showed me his tickets. He said he was about to go so day. I said, boy, safe journey. You have my telephone. If you reach back home, holler me. If there is anything, we stay in contact. So a day before the guy departed, he came to my shop. We drank beer. We gisted about life. I wished him well. And he left. And I never saw the guy till today. He did not call. I did not see him anymore till today. But he told me he was going to take his wife back. The last time I saw the guy was 2003. And that was it. I did not, he told me, he promised he was going to take the wife back and take care of his family. And he went back. Now let's go further. You see, this program is for women. I said it. For women. I'm saying this thing because I've seen things happen. I'm an old school. Old school. Okay. In the year 2000 onwards, before 2000, late 90s, early 2000, till 2010-11, every day, every now you hear that men living in US, in Europe here too, especially in US, they unalived their wives in US. Many cases, I read more than 20 cases of African men on deleting the life of their wives in US. Why did they do that? That is the question. I will explain now why they did it. You see, there are so many men that came to abroad. Okay, now, you will now see why I told you. If you are, I'm going to tell you why I made a video. The video is over 2 million views. I said, if you are over 40 years, do not travel abroad unless you have, you won green card, or you get automatic work permit, residence permit. You have company that will employ you. Everything is ready. On that ground, you can move. There are so many men. Some, we did not arrive to Europe or US or wherever at the same age. Some people came, like that my friend, you saw me make a video with. That my friend came here when he was about 17, 18 years alone. That my friend, you saw me make a video. He came here in 1991. He was about 18 years or 19 or 18 years or 17 years when he came here. Are you watching it now? Are you seeing it? Now, listen. Some people came here in their early 20s. Some came in late 20s. Some came in their 30s, getting to 40. You know, and a lot of people came to hustle to make a better life. Now, there are people who are unlucky in getting documents on time because you are not in your father's house. Some people are unlucky in getting documents on time. Some people got, yes, by the time they married a woman, after marrying a woman, they begat children. They gave birth to children. And along the way, they might divorce maybe white woman, black woman. Because some people believe going to Africa to marry a woman from their tribe is the best, but they are wrong. They may be wrong. It doesn't work that way. Many African people have that mindset of no matter what. There are people who married a very good woman, maybe African American women, white women, Asian women, Mexican women that are good. But because they want to marry a woman from their culture, they would leave a good woman, a good white woman, a good Mexican woman, a good Arab woman, a good Turkish woman to go to marry a woman because they speak the same language. The woman knows how to cook. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. So now, let me tell you, so many men you see in abroad today, I'm not joking, got their documents through women. And before you say Jack, children became involved. They start having babies. And some men let divorce. And when you divorce your woman, you pay child support, children support, everywhere in the West. And this child support depends, the amount you pay depends on how much you earn. If your ex-wife is not working, you are in trouble. You'll be paying your children and you'll be paying the woman. Hey, you don't know what you're talking. I'm telling you what I know. If your ex-woman, the woman you divorced, is not working, you'll be paying your children at the same time paying your ex-woman. How much are you earning? How much are you earning? You don't know what people have seen, men and women have seen. Now let me go further. In abroad here, as if you divorce your woman, whether black woman, white woman, you must pay child support. I know somebody is paying 500, 600. Some people die paying child support. We call it child support, the money you pay to your ex, the children, to support the children. Some people die paying it. Some people, because of it, they stopped working. Let's go. There are men who didn't born children with white women, black women. They just got documents. Some are lucky. They decided not to born with anybody. They got documents and decided to go to Africa to go pick a woman from their tribe. And you know Africa. Any woman that knows you are from abroad would follow you because they want to escape poverty. Not because they love you, but because they want to escape poverty, number one. Because some of these women, you don't know them from anywhere. Now, the thing is, depending on the age the man arrived Europe or America, It took him years to get the right person, a woman to marry. I mean, to get the right documents. You discover by the time the man, returns back to Africa to go get himself a wife, some are already in their 50s, some late 40s. Some return back to go carry their wife in their 50s. Many of the men that went to Africa to marry a woman in Africa are on their second marriage. That's their second, some even third marriage. Most men you see in Europe have children with black women, white women. They already have children before they return back to come and marry you. Some may not tell you. Now, the question is, the man, you see, like, look at my age. This year I'm going to be 58 years. There is not much I can do when it comes to work. Yes, because power does not increase as you grow old. Power decreases as you get older. It does not increase. When I was in my 20s, I was a lion, big time. And I had a lion's heart, Joese. Anywhere, if you tell me, anywhere they say road no pass, I will tell you road go pass there. Ask people now. But now look at me. I stay indoors, I live a quiet life, I don't look for problems, I stay on my own and things like that. I don't have friends. Before. Now let's go. So you discover that some men that went to Africa to go marry, they are already, playing extra time. They now count on their wives, the woman. This is like a relay race. They have done their part. They have struggled to get documents. Some were paying mortgage before they took house on credit. They bought house on credit before they went to Africa to marry. The woman, their intention was for the woman to help them build a life, build a future. And most of these men are tired. So most of these men picked younger wives, younger women, who would help them, build a life, continue from where they stopped. And it's true. Because life is like a relay race. You do your part, I do my part. You get the gist now. Now, these men, after going through the ordeals of Europe, the ups and downs of becoming established in Europe, now travels back to Africa to go marry a woman to support them. Many of these men in Europe here, especially in the US, now introduced their wives into nursing care. They took their wife, they sent their wife to nursing school. Many men, African men, because nurses earns more. Most of the women that are living in America, they are nurses. That is, they make money as nurses, as a nurse. That's what most men do. So now, you see a man who is already aged. He's no longer, the man is no longer in his 20s, in his 30s. He's already in his 50s. There's not much he can do. I'm going to be 58 years now. Sometime this year. I don't tell people my exact birthday. Now, have you seen me celebrate my birthday online? I don't do it. Maybe one day. Now, these men, when they take their wife to US, UK, everything, they now enroll the women into nursing school. After getting their diploma or whatever, the same woman will start working. And in between, the woman will bear 1 or 2 children, 3 children. As soon as this woman starts working, listen, This was somebody whose salary in Africa wasn't up to 100 euros. The person's salary in Africa wasn't up to 100 euros. As a nurse, they earn $5,000, $6,000. The guy who was staying in UK told me these nurses earn a lot of money. $5,000, $6,000 a month. Now listen, as the woman began to see money, starts earning money, don't forget, the husband at times would sit at home, babysit. You know, he's a retired old man. Now, much is expected from the woman. Let me tell you, much is expected. If I should go get a younger wife, much is expected from you. Because I've done my part. It is left for you to do your part now. I'm not joking. You understand me? Now you see most of these women, when they arrive abroad, family members will step in. A father that achieved nothing in life will step in. A mother that achieved nothing in life will step in. They will begin to advise the woman. Especially when you tell your family how much you earn. Some will even go do juju to cage you, to cage you. Now, as soon as the woman becomes a nurse, all her family members will descend on her and depend on her for financial support. The woman will forget that she got married to build a home with the husband. That without this man, she will never see America or UK. It's not possible. It was this man that made it possible for her to arrive in America. Did you come by yourself? You did not. Let's go further. Men, I always like to look at both sides of the coin. Now listen, as soon as the woman begins to earn dollars, thousands of dollars, mama will step in. That's when the papa will remember he did not build a decent house. The mama will remember that they are not living fine. Some mama self will like to, some people, if you give them nose, they will take snuff. That's when the abroad will be hungry, the woman will want to come abroad. The mama will want to come abroad. The papa will want to come abroad. Did you know? Some mother-in-laws came and scattered marriages in order to have a place to be staying, in order to balance and be living in America. Some mother-in-laws and father-in-laws, they spoiled most of the marriages in abroad. Story plenty. Some of these women are not smart. I'm just getting started. Immediately you tell them you are a nurse. You are if not even a nurse, you are earning money. You are earning so. You will sponsor all your brothers in school. Everybody. Every kind of problem, financial problem in the family. You are responsible for it. You ask your father, what did he do with his time? You ask your mother, what did she do with her time? What did they do with their time? That they were not able. Some people lived in the city for years, returned back empty. Now, I saw many mother-in-laws, they are living in America. Some parents are living in America. Some, and I will tell you guys a story. I'm in the mood to talk. Some women, when they travel to America, they will spend 2 years, 3 years, more than so. They will leave their husband in the village. That's why I told so many men, I said, take care of yourself as a man. So there are some women that dumped their husband, old women that, because their daughter invited them, they will say they go to babysit. I will tell you guys stories. They go to America and begin to wear trousers. You see some women, they go to America, Europe, if you see waiting they hungry, these women, if they give them nose, they will snuff. You will see that it was condition that made some women, some are living in Europe now, wearing wig, painting their nails, wearing trousers. The thing where the hungry these women know they for market. It's poverty that made some people loyal. I keep saying it. It was poverty that made some people loyal. Sometimes, when I tell you, say as a man, gather yourself together before train will leave you. If you don't gather yourself together, train will leave you behind. Many men are in their homes, in their villages, or in the city, and their wives who have children in abroad, they are in abroad and they abandon their husband in the village. If you meet that is living here, most times I'm alone. Did you see any noise? Use me as an example. I told you guys yesterday I'm depressed. You thought it was a joke. Most times I'm on my own. I carry my destiny is now in my hand. My destiny is now in my hand. I am on my own. So, they said the hearts of men is desperately wicked. I think that's how they say it. The heart of man is desperately wicked. Because some mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, because they want to come and eat chicken leg. They want to come and eat joint train. They want to come and live in Oyibo land. They will scatter their daughter's marriage. You as a woman, you may not know the area your mama is going or your father is going. Your father wants to live in a duplex. He wants to live in a decent bungalow. Because of that, he will scatter the marriage. Their interest comes first. They don't want... See, at the end, you will cry. No, is it not this Europe we are living in? Everywhere is boring. You are on your own. Everywhere is boring. Many people are depressed. Let's go. So now, most marriages that scattered in abroad was caused by family members. Sometimes, you see a brother, a sister, they depend on... they depend on you entirely. Some people don't want to do anything. They have a sister, a brother in abroad. All their financial burden will be laid on you. After all, you're in abroad. If you're in abroad, it seems all their financial responsibility belongs to you that is living in abroad. I'm just getting started. Before I go, when I was hustling, I decided to build a house somewhere in Africa. There was an elderly man. That man was 72 years old. He was the person that was doing the contract for me back then. He was the person. One time I traveled to go inspect what I was doing. As I traveled, I saw the man. The man came to show me the work he did. Now, I invited him to come and drink, and then the man was drunk, all this, I don't need to mention it. I now asked the man, how about your wife? He said the wife then was in America. I said, what is your wife doing in America? The man said, the man was 73 years old. I said, what is your wife doing in America? He said the wife traveled to America to babysit the daughter's children. How long now? The wife has been in America for 3 years. 3 years. Doing what? Babysitting the daughter's children. What of the husband? He said they have divorced. So as they divorced, the daughter got to go to work. And then she has nobody to babysit her children for her. And babysitting, child care is expensive. To get babysitter, to pay babysitters, is expensive in America. You cannot afford it. The man said. So now this woman, the wife, relocated to America. And the man told me the wife had gotten American citizenship as at that time. See, oh, I said, wow. I said, Oga, you have a wife. He showed me the photo of the wife. You have a wife. And your wife left you in Africa here. And your wife is living in US 4 years. This woman is living in America 4 years. And you are here in Africa. What a marriage. I said, oh God, so you are telling me now, has this woman not started dating men in America? Who is saying this? I'm telling you that some women, older women get citizenship. They go. They don't. Many mother-in-laws and father-in-laws go to America and they get citizenship. I don't know how long. Do you understand me? But the man told me that the wife has gotten American citizenship. This is not what we are discussing. These people, these other people go, they give them visa, they go to America, they get it fast. Now, I asked the man, how do you feel? Your wife left you for many years. Citizenship. Many men got citizenship. Old men and old women that went to America that didn't work, that their children invited. They may be living there, but it is true. When old people go to America, they get citizenship. I don't know how they do it, but I've seen people. Man, I'm telling you what people told me. When old people, old men and women go to America, they get citizenship. I don't know how they do it. Maybe there are conditions attached to it. I don't know how long now. I cannot give wrong information. So now, I asked the man, I said, Oga, so your wife is staying in America, wearing trousers, wearing wigs, and you are here. And you think your wife does not have boyfriend in America, American bubble? You think your wife does not, what kind of marriage is that? Your wife does not have American bubble. You believe it. Man, I don't want to have that kind of marriage. If you want to date America, everybody will be in America. If I want to live in America, me and my wife will go there for that America. If you want to live in Europe, all of us will live in Europe. You cannot tell me, say, you can't tell me, say, you want to go babysit your daughter. You stay 4 or 5 years, you abandon me. There's no need for that. Call it quits. Let's cancel the marriage. Let me marry a younger wife and enjoy life. If you leave me and go to America, I collect another wife. How can you leave me for years? Say you want to go and leave me. I'll be cooking for myself. I'll be doing everything on my own. You say you're there for America. You are in America wearing trousers. I go collect chassis. If you abandon me, say you go to America, I will go and marry a younger woman. If you are in UK, we are going to be there together. Africa will be there together. Anywhere we'll be there together. But say you want to abandon me somewhere and be living in America, eating burger, eating chicken leg. What do you think? By the time you come back, you hear babies cry. Children, babies will be crying. I don't give person belly. So, Now we spoke about family members. Family members. Let's go further. The woman travels to abroad and begins to earn thousands of dollars in a month. She begins to earn thousands of dollars in a month. Look at what happens next. If you don't know, let me tell you. I've witnessed it happen several times. Immediately, if a woman has a good job and begins to earn thousands of dollars, she becomes a hot cake for men. This is not to tell you, to make you feel important. These men, they are after you because you have a good job. Now, there are some women, I call them Mississippis in US. I call them Mississippis. These women, their job in US is to scatter marriage. You see women that have been there for 50 years, 60 years. Their job is to look for freshers, people that came newly, and scatter the marriage. They will begin to advise you. They begin to advise you how you will use the money, how to treat your husband, how to live your life. Mississippis. Advisors will step in. Especially when they know you are a nurse. You earn $5,000, $6,000, $4,000, and some of them will be jealous of your husband. They say, "What is that man doing? He should go and look for work. He's just sitting, a lazy man." That's when they will remember that the man is a lazy man. They forgot the man has played his role. Yes, the man has done his part. That's when you see me now. People say, "You are a lazy man. I should go and look for work." You don't know how far I have toiled. You just come see me and say, "Make I go look for work." For waiting now. Now, in America, there are women, old schools, that some of them have been there for 45, 50, 55 years. All what they do is to scatter marriage. If you go close to them, they start advising you. And they tell you, "Come. So in case of this, in case of divorce, in case of don't allow them, why should it?" They will begin to tell you your rights. They'll begin to teach you your rights. You know, people from Africa, immediately they come to abroad, they open eye. That's when they will begin to teach you your rights. Say, in the West, women have rights more than men. Some women, because of that right, a man bought an apartment. A man is paying mortgage, or some have finished paying their mortgage. A woman from nowhere from Africa came, gave birth to children, chased the man away from his home. Because women have rights. See, this is why I'm going somewhere this morning. There are some men, they paid for the woman did not. If you see what has happened here, I will give you guys gist this morning. The woman will drive the man away from his home that he paid for. This is somebody that was kneeling down, calling you sir in Africa. "Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir." Immediately she come. It's not even that. Immediately she starts earning money. You are not, she's earning more than you now. She calls the shots. She's earning more than you. She's the breadwinner of the family. Advisors will step in it instantly from people, even from people she met in America, in UK, in Europe, here, everywhere. They will start advising her how to use her money. Don't listen to that man, no. They were not there. They were not there when the man came to marry you in the village. When you were not worth $50. Your salary wasn't up to $30 a month. You were smelling crayfish. Selling fish inside the market. This man picked you up from the gutters. Those advisors were not there. They were not there. They did not help you. But the man brought you from where you were suffering, brought you up. Advisors will come in. Even people you meet at your workplaces, as a woman that is nurses, doctors, other people, Other men will be hustling the woman. The thing is, immediately they discover that you are doing well, you have money, men will not leave you alone. That is just the point. Men will begin to hustle you. How much do they earn? How much are you earning? I earn 6,000 euro a month. They will begin to tell you how bad your husband is, how lazy that man is, how useless that man is, how ugly he's an old. They will tell you he's an old man. Because already you've gotten your documents, you've gotten your maybe citizenship. Nobody can do you anything anymore. You've gotten what you wanted. You have your diploma in nursing. You have everything. No shaking anymore. And then you decide, so since you've gotten your citizenship, you have your steady, permanent job, you are in America, where the law, the police, you have your rights. You begin to date men. That's where you see some men that will put earring, fine men that are handsome, look good looking, men that are using organic cream, that have been in America. All what they do is go to gym, work out and dress fine and look for women. There are men there. What they do is they go to gym, dress fine, wear American wears, look for women. You, Johnny just come. He said this, you will now begin to look down on that your husband because he get big stomach. The breasts don't fall. He has no energy to make things happen. You begin to look down on him. You will be giving him orders. Then some will start doing what they want with their money. They will tell you, listen, I do what I want. They are now American babes. I do what I want with my money. So you don't get documents. You don't get all what you need. The next is you want to marry a man of your choice. That man, you marry the man because you want to come to the old man. You marry the man because you want to come to abroad. Now, you've gotten all you wanted. You want to now marry the man of your choice. You want to be dating the man of your choice. You see it now. I told you it was poverty that made some people loyal, respectful. Poverty. Now condition make crayfish bend. It was poverty that made some people loyal to you. Immediately the people arrive. If they step up, they become disloyal or they fight you. No be lie. No be lie. So now, because the woman is working, she begins to detest the husband. This is not the kind of man when I want to marry. Now, the man don't turn to a woman. The man has turned to a woman. He is the one now cooking. He is the one now babysitting. The woman now is the boss. She's the breadwinner. Men will be chasing her. After all, the man depends on you. Listen attentively. Now the man depends on you because you feel you are the boss. You call the shots. You make the money. You call the man. Have you washed the plates? Have you cooked? Okay, we may understand it. Next, you begin to come home late. You go see your better boyfriends, men that are clean. Okay, the husband at home now is no longer clean. He's the dirty man. You know they clean again. The man finds out. Your husband finds out that you are dating other men. And he thinks that if he should divorce you now, he will pay alimony at this age. He will pay child support. He's almost 60 years. Which strength does he have to pay child support at that age? He has no strength to work again. You want to frustrate this man. This is why you see so many men go to extreme, because these women frustrated them. You see them. You know what I mean? They delete that woman. They say, let it finish. They forget it. That's why you see so many men, when they look at I saw videos now, I saw pictures. African men, they will go get firearms, blow everybody. Some will blow the woman and blow themselves, blow everybody up. I saw one after deleting the woman. He called the police. He said, come look the woman that destroyed my life. One, I saw the video of one. He deleted the wife and deleted the mother-in-law. He did not. The mother-in-law tried to escape. He made sure that the mother-in-law went down with. Because he said the mother-in-law was the person behind, scattered the marriage. These are mother-in-laws, all these women, mother-in-laws that want to come abroad. They will come and scatter, they will come and scatter, they will be advising the daughter to chase the husband away, to take over the house. That dude, that guy, I don't encourage violence. But that mother-in-law, the guy did not, I saw it live, the guy did not spare the mother-in-law. Black said he saw the video. He did not spare the mother-in-law. As he deleted the woman, he deleted the mother-in-law. You know, you cannot push somebody to the wall. If you know that you don't want, either you are in or you are out. Time no day. At a particular time, we don't get time again. We don't have time for bullshit. If you know if you don't want to marry, you step out. Let people that want to marry, may they step in. Now listen. In soccer, after the full time, that 90 minutes full time, the next is extra time. Most men and women are playing extra time. Time no day again. There's no time. Most men are playing extra time, and that extra time, if you need that extra time to either equalize or win the match or equalize. There's no, everybody's in a hurry because you are playing extra time. Let me explain this to you. Don't joke with a man or a woman who is playing extra time. Okay, at the raw. Okay, at the raw. If you block road, they will push you down. Anybody that is playing extra time is a moving train. If you block road, you get the gist now. Okay, imagine. Let me give you an instance now. Imagine a woman that is single. Life has been tossing her up and down. A woman that has been unlucky. Got to 35 years. No husband, nothing. She's been frustrated all her life. You call yourself a guy man. You go approach a woman that is 35, 36. She has no child. Men has been disappointing her, frustrating her in life. This woman now is almost playing extra time. Ogadro, time no day. You go confuse this woman, tell her you are in love. You want to marry her. The woman is 38 years. What she wants to hear is transaction successful. What the woman wants to hear is transaction successful. Now you go sweet talk this woman. You went and tell the woman you love her. You want to do blah, 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 blah. You keep the woman and you are using her for to kill time, to spend time. As the woman turned 7 years, 8 years, you are still using the woman. At the age of 42 years, 45 years, you tell the woman you don't want again. The woman has not married. You've satisfied yourself as a man. You say you don't want again. Some women will not let you go scot-free. You may face spiritual problems, spiritual warfare of your lifetime. Some may not apply physical violence, but you go down spiritually. Because why did you kill the remaining time she was supposed to use and collect another man and move forward? You come block road. If you know that you don't want to marry the woman, why did you deceive her, confuse her? After spending years with her, that's when you found out her faults. That was when you tell her that you don't want again. Men, some of these women, that is, you keep fighting spiritual warfare. Some will take you to the highest deity, to the highest oracle. You will fight, you will not know what before you. Now you look for trouble. You are the person that look for trouble. It is the same thing like this man I told you now that went to Africa to go carry women come. All these men that went to Africa to go carry women, many of them are aged. Osayi Obaruese, I see you. Many, see, look at me. Imagine if I should go to Africa now to marry a new wife, a younger wife, bring here, expecting the woman to carry action. So I will pass the relay baton to the woman and then continue from where I stopped. Support me. And the woman come here. As she come here, when she gets established, she abandoned me to my fate. And it's not even abandoning me. If she has children, I need to pay aliments, I need to pay child support. In some cases, the police will come to tell me to move away from my house. Some men will say, man, let's end it all. Since it has gotten like this, let everybody go down. You should know what you want. So everybody will work out. Nobody's living this earth alive, this world alive. Say, let everybody go down. Somebody said, do you want me to give you gist? Somebody said, police will only... Do you want me to give you gist of what happened to my friend? In fact, if not that, I would have called the person that you hear the voice. But the story is too long for me to even tell you here. The story is too long. So now, you will see most of these men in abroad that are aged, they don't have time again. They went to Africa to marry a woman that will support them. Now this woman came, got established, got a nice job, got the citizenship, got everything she wanted. Now, she wants to dump the man because the man is aged. He's no longer, the breast don't fall. The breast is, you understand the game now. Some men will tell you, nah, you will not enjoy that nursing money. You know, you will not enjoy that. But every family, everybody will go down. So he has nothing to do with his life anymore. He has lived it. You frustrated him already. Some people will tell you, now let's roll. Let everybody go down. Yes, now. Until Bank Book is in the building. This is Bank Book. I have been here to you. Bank Book, where have you been? Bank Book is in the building. See, I said it before. The only man that will spare such woman is a man who is running with a spare tire. You know what I mean by a spare tire? Bamboo, I see you big time. I've been wondering where you've been. The only man that will spare such a woman is a man who created alternative for himself. That is why some men, if they look back and front, they will just leave America, leave Europe, and relocate. I know some guys that did it. Some men will not take violent approach. They'll just buy tickets to go to Africa. They have already built their house. They have 1 or 2 investments. They go back to Africa and continue with their winter life, evening life, or one wedding. But there are some people, they have nothing left. They have nothing anymore. They will say, man, this woman I brought abroad. I brought this woman abroad. I did everything for this woman. And she betrayed me. She said, everybody, you will not be alive to eat that money. They will say, people think differently. There are some people who, they will not forgive. They will seek revenge. They say, no, you use me. I hate to be used. You cannot use me. For waiting now. You block road. Why didn't you move? If you know know you don't want to marry, you don't like me, if you know when you get whatever you want, you dump me at old age. For waiting now, why? Makagini. Yes, not everybody will forgive. Some people don't forgive. You cannot, because you block road for other people. That man would have married a better woman. That woman would have married a better man. We don't support violence. You got the gist now. But, man, think it now. If you were the person. Guys, do you want me to tell you stories now this evening? For those of you that are saying, see, men go through a lot, so women go through a lot. We all go through a lot. More unique. How are you doing? Haven't seen you for a long time. Men and women go through a lot. Now, what's happened? So many Rasta Nene, men began to apply violent approach. Then, I don't support violence. I had that case was so much in America then, UK too. Not much, but America. African men, they were deleting their wives because they came and they started making money and they wanted to abandon the man. They started exercising power. Now you don't hear the stories anymore. You don't hear the stories anymore. Do you know why? A lot of men and women have learned their lessons, learned from the past. Many men and women have learned. Let me tell you how. Now, many men marry women they met in US. African American women, Caribbean women, women from Caribbean, from Jamaica, women from Mexico. I tell you, we are all human beings. And you can find good women in every society, in every race. You can find bad women in every society, in every race. You traveling to Africa or to your home country to go marry somebody from your tribe, from your home country is bullshit. From my own experience, I've seen many of such marriages crash. Some became so, but I told you that many unalived themselves. I appreciate you, Cindy Sled. Many unalived themselves. Now, wherever you are living, if you find a good man or a good woman, marry that woman. If it is a white man, a black woman, anybody you meet, Muslim, Christian, anybody you meet wherever that gives you peace, that you have progress, marry that person. Even let me tell you, the ones you met in abroad already know the system. They know the system already. They have seen money. They have already eaten enough chicken leg and chicken wings. They have seen it all. Which is just like me. There is nothing you can use to entice me. You're waiting. You got the gist now. The people, the men and women that have been living here for 30-something years have seen it all. There is nothing you can use to entice, to make shakarami, to make, wait, what now? Do you understand what I mean? That woman you went to pick from your home country has not seen light, has not seen anything. I'm not telling you that all of them are bad, though. I'm not telling you all of them. But many have not been exposed to luxuries of life and so many other things. They have not seen, what's it called? Affluence, wealth. Okay, now. I told you guys I had boutique here. I was running a boutique back then. And I got my wares from New York, Broadway Street. I usually travel there to go buy my wares. I told you guys. And there I anchored with one homie. I was always staying with one guy, a very nice guy. But as at the time I was staying with the guy, very nice. I told you guys, the guy lived in Bedford Avenue in Brooklyn. At the time I stayed with the guy was a bachelor. He had no wife and he had no child. That was why he allowed me to stay with him. I did not live with him. I only go there, spend like 2 weeks, 10 days, buy my wares, return back to Europe. Guess what? Listen to the gist. Many occasions I went there. There was one woman. I don't need to call the tribe. I don't want to show disrespect to any tribe. There was one woman with a son, with her son, that usually come to see the guy. I listen. So, sometimes I spent like 2 weeks in New York and then go to see around, to move around, and after buying things, then I would fly back to Europe. I've met the woman like 3-4 times in the guy's home with her son. That time the son was still a little boy. Then, in the night, the woman would go to the guy, sleep with the guy in the bedroom. I will sleep with the son. I will sleep on the couch. The son will sleep on the floor. Then the boy was like 7-8 years old. Listen attentively. The woman, wherever she goes, she go with her son. Now the guy told me, listen attentively. The guy told me that the husband of that woman, we don't call names, so we don't mention names or tribes. The husband of that woman brought the woman from Africa. The husband was a taxi driver. Listen to the gist. The husband was a taxi driver. Traveled to Africa to go marry this woman. I don't need to mention the tribe. I show respect to everybody. As the woman joined the husband in US, after a while, the woman began to see men that are using organic cream. You got the gist now. The woman began to see men that walked out, that went to gym, dresses fine, men that put on nice wears, put on earring. If you go to US, you see men how they clean up. You see how men clean up in US. Some of them don't. All what they do is to clean up. Listen. All what they do is to clean up. Now, this man traveled to Africa, married the woman, brought the woman here. The woman delivered one boy, the man's child. The woman came to America and saw men in different forms. Handsome men, short. Man, if you go there, you see some extra size, 6S large, small size, human beings, mixed race people in every form. Now, unknown to the man, in this case, this man traveled to his country to go pick a wife. Every time, seriously, every time the man goes to work, the man did not know this lady has fallen in love with African American man. To her, back then, Bambuka, see you. The woman saw men that were putting on earrings. Some would pierce their nose. Somehow walked out, their chest would be like this. See muscles. You see man like this, you say, men, are these men? And the man always go, the husband of the woman every day will be on the road, driving taxi to parents to pay, buy food, and this. And the woman, the wife was busy admiring handsome men. The wife was busy admiring handsome men. You know, taxi drivers, we are like Dioshi, palm wine tappers. On top of the palm tree, we see everything that other people on the ground don't see. Palm wine tappers, they see a lot on top of that palm tree. That is how taxi drivers see. A taxi driver may see you and you may not see him. Yes, the taxi driver may see you. So now, each time the man goes to work to go drive taxi, the woman will go to her African American boyfriend, not even another African American fine man, handsome man, be grooving with the African American man. One day, you know, taxi colleagues, the man's friend that was a fellow taxi driver saw the woman come out from a building. First time. On another occasion, coincidentally, saw the woman come out from Bambuka, appreciate you. He saw another woman. He saw the same woman every time from that building come out. You know how things happens. Now, this friend to this woman's husband called the husband and said, "Is your wife working at so-so place?" A friend to this woman, husband, called the husband, said, asked him if the wife works at so-so place, so-so street. The man said no. Do they have relatives or friends, so-so place? He said no. This guy told the friend, that is the woman's husband, that he had seen the woman 3 times come out from a building somewhere in Brooklyn, in New York. The man said, The woman never told him she goes to so-so place. Nothing. Now, the man laid ambush. Listen to the gist. It was my friend that told me the gist. The man laid ambush. The man set a trap for the woman. He went there, set a trap for the woman. They investigated, discovered that the woman was dating a man, an African-American man in that building, that she was going there to groove with that man in that building. So as the guy laid ambush, they caught the woman red-handed. He caught the woman. The man was shocked. Some men are brutal. The man did not do anything. He called the police, called witnesses, according to the guy. He called witnesses and ended the marriage. Even he sent the woman and the pikin. Some men are brutal. This man did not even take his own son. By the time the thing happened, the woman had not gotten documents. Just imagine, the woman just came. She has not even established herself. She just came. Saw fine men, handsome men in America. She puts head. The man quickly divorced her, dismissed the woman. The woman quickly, not long she entered US. 5 men begin hungry her. 5 men begin to hungry her. She started seeing the husband as a local man that puts on a bada that doesn't dress well. Now 5 men begin hungry her. As the how can you, a local girl, you carry local girl go America, you carry local girl come Europe, you go see some guys now. If you see guys where put some women have not seen men. Now some Bamboo appreciate you. Some women have not seen men that open their ears, that have earring. I mean nose ring. They will go there and see it live. When I went to US, I saw that place is a different life. All the men there, most of them, they only put on wears. The women only dressing, clean, only wear, they only dress. Everybody carries bag. They only do shopping and putting on wears. So if you go carry a woman, if you go carry a local woman somewhere from Africa, go America, if you don't take time, the woman might abandon you. Because she will see men. You understand what I mean? She will see, unless the woman is faithful, loyal, the woman will stay. But that's why sometimes you need to update as a man. But that's going to be a program for another day. Do you understand me? Why do women leave men when they reach abroad? That's going to be another program. When they see as a woman, you are always going to see a better person. The beautiful ones or handsome ones are not yet born. You are always going to see good things. Handsome men, beautiful woman. So make do with the one you have. Make do with the one you have. Now let's continue. The guy dismissed the woman and the son. What pained me in that story? When the guy was telling me, I said, but why didn't the guy take his son? He said the guy was upset with the whole system. Said the husband was sad, was upset with the woman, and he said, carry go. There are some men like that too. Carry everybody, go. He said, go. He dismissed everybody. Then the woman began to suffer because she had no documents. As at that time, she was struggling to get documents. She had no money to eat food. As the woman had no money for she had no work permit then. No money to eat food. She was going to men. She was having boyfriend. The men will, after sleeping with her, they will give her money, give her some money. And imagine that life. This was a woman that a man went to Africa to marry. She ended up messing herself up. She ended messing herself up because she went there and saw men. She saw men. Man, the story plenty. If I should continue now, we spend hours here. Do you understand me? The story plenty. Things they happen. Learn to protect yourself. Learn to guide yourself. The worst part of it is when such happens, that's your boyfriend. That man that is dating you outside your marriage may not even marry you. He just want to, that is hit and run. He just want to and move on. You just become a number. You become a number. He has counted, you become, yes. He counts you as a number. One of those girls. Shop and run now. I mean, you want to hold the person, say you must stay. For what, sir? You cannot hold the person. You cannot hold the person on chest. Say, you know what I mean now. Man, plenty story there. Plenty story there. But then I want to stop at this point. I want to start up, but plenty story because I'm coming up in the evening with another story. Maybe I'm home alone, always alone. Cindy, you say sometimes the person cannot run. The person cannot run. You use juju hold the person or what? Yes, some women, if you hit, you no go run. Angela, you enjoyed it. That's why I'm here. If anytime I'm in the mood, I come out. Some you hit, they will not. You are not running anywhere. They will use juju and tie you down. Okay, guys, let me end it here. I want to take a break. I'm having headache. Let me drink some water. I may go live later in the evening or tomorrow. I don't know when I'm in the mood. Hit and stay. It depends now. A lot, many things are involved. Okay, many things are involved. So I may likely go live later. Story plenty. Okay. Yeah, so I appreciate you all. Bamboo appreciate you. So I appreciate everybody. Now, if you just join this broadcast, you can rewatch. I appreciate you. Thank you. You can rewatch this program on my YouTube page and my Facebook page. It is permanently there. I appreciate everybody. Whoa, man. How many hours did we spend here? If you had seen me for the first time and you are not following me, follow this page. This is how we roll here. I want to say thank you for joining me. Story plenty. I'm going to come up with more stories later tonight. Hopefully, I'm home alone, coming up with more stories. Today, a lot of people bless me. Cindy Slay is here, blessing me. Bang Book and a whole lot of other people. A whole lot of people bless me. I appreciate every one of you. At least I can go and buy myself granules, eat. If I in one call, you said you want to hear the end of the story. What do you want to hear? What do you want to hear? Tell me now. Let me tell you. Alicia Jallo, I see you. How are you doing? Alicia Jallo, I see you. Alicia Jallo, when did you start to watch? You can rewatch this video later. You said you want to hear the end of the story. Which story now? Which story do you want to hear the end? Tell me now. Let me give you the end of the story. So, for those that are watching me on YouTube, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Uncle Rodi so that we grow this page. You got the gist now. Man, if you see the kind of headache I'm having, I'm having headache from here, from this place. After now, Alicia Jallo, you've seen me now. I'm not doing bad. I'm doing good. Miss Folashade is still in the building. That's my sister. That's it. Yeah, there is sunshine. Yes. So, this is Cynthia. I forgot. Cynthia Oyairo. Cynthia, I forgot it is you. You know, you always join on Facebook. I forgot it is you. Cynthia Oyairo, I forgot. I've been wondering, seeing this play. I didn't know that this is my own sister in Vienna here. Ifeanyi Nwankwo said on Facebook he want to hear the story of the African woman in New York. He said he want to hear the complete story. You want to hear the you like gist? Huh? You want to hear the complete gist of the African woman in New York? Okay. The woman, the husband divorced her and threw her and her child away. Then she hadn't, that time she has no green card, no documents to work. The man dismissed her, and I did not think remarried. They did not remarry. And the last time I went to US was 2003, 2004. So I did not know how the story went. I didn't hear anything about them anymore. I came to know about the story where at the place of the guy I stayed with. Because the woman was the friend to the guy I was staying with, the girlfriend to the guy I was staying with. So that was what happened. I don't know what happened after. You got the gist now. So, here we go. So my lovely people, thanks for the massive love. If I am a good storyteller, that's why you see many people are here. That's why you see many people follow my page. Yes, I tell stories. That's when I'm in the mood. So, I appreciate everybody. Another story is coming later in the day. Guys, 1 second. So I'm back. So that's it. Let's end it here. Later in the evening, I'm going to go live again. I have nothing doing today. I have nothing doing. Ramio, you said I'm a truthful man. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ramio. Thank you. I appreciate you. So guys, let me end this. Tomorrow, I might go live later today or tomorrow. After ending this live, I have nothing doing. Elite S, I see you. So after this, Elite S, I appreciate you so much. After this life, I have nothing doing. Life is boring. Do I start moving, walking up and down? I've eaten. Do you understand me? If I tell you how boring this Europe is, very boring place. Very boring. I just need to drink water. I open my windows, I will just be watching out from the window. If I go outside, I spend money. You don't know how many times people come to inbox to ask me to come live. If I show you inbox messages, people are sending to me, Uncle, come live, come live, come live. That's what will make you know how many people that are bored in Europe. If you see how many messages I get every day, I say, I'm not even the only person that is bored. If you see how many messages I get, Uncle, when are you coming live? When are you coming live? Come live, come live. What's a life? Well, I want to take a break now. Drink some water. I'm coming live again. I'm coming with another interesting story. Africa too sweet, but well, we are going to touch this issue of Africa later today. This Africa issue, we are going to discuss, run a general program. And then I'm home alone. So when I go live, I will bring everybody in. You say your mind, you can tell us about your anything, your opinion and everything. So I'm going to bring people in. Some people say Africa is not easy. Well, let's see. I'm coming live later so that I'll bring everybody, make a request, everybody can say his or her mind, and we are going to have fun later in the evening. That's what, because I've got nothing doing the whole thing, before somebody will go crazy here. Yesterday, I wanted to go crazy. I don't know what to do. Do I start moving up and down, loitering up and down, go where? I don't know what to do. Yesterday, I felt like when I shadow box, I don't know what to do. Well, guys, I will go to gym, but I have some gym equipments at home here. I have a lot of gym equipments at home. But if you tell me go to gym, because there I will have contacts, man, I prefer to have contacts with you guys, my fans. This is what makes me happy, to talk to you. You don't know how many times people come. Bambuk, I appreciate you. You don't know how many times people come inside inbox to tell me, Uncle, come live, come live. And that's when I know that, man, Europe is boring. Abroad is boring. Sometimes I don't even respond to many of the comments. I have bicycle, I have a lot of things. I have power bike here in my keller. You call it cellar. Power bike I have. Maybe I'll be, wait, time, I can't wait for this winter. But today is sunshine. I can't wait for this winter to pass. So guys, I'm coming back later. I bought myself a lot to eat. Just eat, and that is add weight. Maybe I go outside to Marehefa Strasse. But the thing is, each time I go outside, I buy something. Do you want me to show you? I have more than 200 hats. 200 hats. More than 200 hats. Some of them have not worn them for the first time. I bought trousers, I bought clothes I've not even put on for the first time. Trousers, clothes I've not. Somebody said I should show you. See this person, say I should show you. Designers I bought, I've not worn them before. Some of my some is even, if I tell you the price itself, you will not, you Cindy, he said I should go swimming. Somebody's asking me where I'm from. Vienna. I'm a Viennese. That's where I'm from Vienna. Where do you think I come from? I'm a Viennese. I'm from Vienna. Before Uncle. So, Hallenbad, yes, I may go. So, guys, thank you for being part of this program. I appreciate every one of you. I'm coming back later in the evening. If you are not following this page, follow this page. Here we create awareness. See you guys later in the evening. I'm definitely coming back. When I'm getting so many messages, it's showing. Even to off this scene.